Hi, in this demo, we are going to see how to integrate with Salesforce. So in order to do that, I'll just create a project. I'll call this project as Salesforce demo project, and I'll just click create. And in that, I'm going to create one workflow. I'll just click this workflow, and I'll name this workflow as I'm just going to integrate with accounts object in Salesforce. So I'll just rename this workflow to account integration workflow, and then I'll click done. And I'm going to add a Salesforce connector here. So there are a lot of options. I'll use the Salesforce CRM REST option, and I'll just double click in order to set the configuration for our Salesforce environment. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create an account, and I'm going to authorize my Salesforce environment. So I'm just selecting this default authorization option. So for example, if you wanted to say your Salesforce details, right? This is my Salesforce account name for this Tech Lightning organization. So, okay. So this Tech Lightning organization, or the login I have created in the login.salesforce.com, I have created a sign up, which is a trial account. I'm using that only for this demo. So now I'm creating the account name, and I'll just click add. Here I'm going to authorize our WebMethod.io integration in order to talk to salesforce.com using my login. Okay, so I'll just allow this one, and it's asking my username and password, which I'll fill it, and I'll just click login. See here, it's trying to log in, and it's giving a authorization for WebMethod.io to talk to my Salesforce platform. Okay, so now that is done actually. See here, account saved successfully. Now I'll just do a next, and also whatever the name I gave, it's coming here, and whatever the action we have selected, it's a create account. I'll just click next, and this is the create account information where you have many fields. Okay, so in order to create the Salesforce account, you have a many information, but only the name is mandatory. If I wanted to fill some name, right, then I can fill it, and I can send the record to my Salesforce environment from WebMethod.io platform, so that it will get created in our Salesforce. So for this demo, I'll not take it from any previous step. So what I'll do, I'll just create one account name. Okay, so I'll just say tech. I'll just name like hello. Okay, I'll say hello, and today's date is November 10. So I'll say 10 November _1. So this is the name I'll create it. Before that, I log into my Salesforce environment as well. I'm using this username. I'll select that username, and it's logging into that environment. There I have many objects. Okay, so I'll use the account object. So this account object, when you create a new trial account or any account, it will come by default, where I have many information in the account object, where I'll select this new this week. Whatever it's recently created, it's coming here. So now if I select new this week, only test one it's coming. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create the account name with this one, hello 10th November 1. And if I wanted to fill some other information, right, I can fill that as well, because there are many fields in that object. If I wanted to fill any other information, then I can fill that as well. Okay, for example, I'll just give this information alone, techlightningweb.com. Okay, I'll just give some information, and phone number I'll just give 1234567 Okay, and then I'll just click next, and I gave these 3 details alone, and I'll just click done. So before doing done, I want to test that as well. I'll just click test, so that what will happen, it will use that authorization, and it will connect to that environment, and it will create that account. See here, the message posted successfully. When you create any account with Salesforce, in return it will give some Salesforce ID. So I'm just going to see the output tab, and seeing the result, the ID is coming properly. See here, it's getting created properly, and it created properly, and I'll just click done. And if you go and see here, this is a Salesforce UI, and I'll refresh this page, and you'll be able to see one more which we have just created, right? See here, hello 10th November _1, phone number, it's coming here. And this UI is having only limited fields. If you wanted to edit and show all the fields, you can do by changing some settings here, so that it will show all the fields whichever we need it. See here, there is a field which whatever you want to display, you can select it, that will come. So this is the one I just created. So if you wanted to run end to end, right, so this should have a start step and also end. I'll just drag and drop till this to end, and I'll save this workflow. And if I wanted to run it again, right, as I'm not taking any input from my previous step, right, so I just hard coded only. So if I wanted to change that one, right, then I need to change this value because it's a hard coded. I'm not taking it from any table, or I'm not receiving it from any upstream system, right? So for this example, I'll change it to hello 10th November. Instead of _1, I'll just change it to _2 next. And I am not going to test it now. I'll just click done. So now what I'm going to do, I'll just click save here. Instead of testing it, I'm going to run it, the workflow from this run option. So what it's supposed to do, it's supposed to create the new account with _2. So I'll just run this one. Okay, and also you can see the logs. If you click this one, right, you'll be able to see the log, and also you are able to see the animation now, right? It's going from here and it's going and it's completed now, and you'll be able to see this result. It almost took 1 second to complete this one. This is the one, it's creating an account. See here, this is the input. Hello 10th November _2 is the input, and your output will have the response from the Salesforce. So this ID will be unique from the Salesforce. So we got this one, which means our account got created successfully. Already there are 2 accounts. I'll just refresh it. You'll be able to see 3 accounts available in this account object. See here, November 2 also got created. So this way you can create account information in Salesforce. So what we are doing is account, right? Similarly, if you wanted to do any other action, right, create contact, create lead or anything, you can do that. Only thing is, whatever the information which is input for that particular step or action, we need to pass that. So now what I'll do, I'll just add one more step here. When the account is successfully created, I wanted to inform my Slack channel saying that this account has been created successfully. So I'll just add Slack here. I'll drag and drop it here in between, and I'll just remove this arrow and this arrow. I'll delete this arrow alone, and I'll take this, select this, and select this one and drag it here. This Slack, I'm going to post some message to channel, and I'm going to authorize my Slack. I'm just going to select the default authorization step where I'm going to give my Slack information. I'll just click next. So it's asking some information. What are the things you wanted to give access for webmethod.io to talk to your Slack? I'm allowing all the permission for now. So we are giving authorization for webmethod.io to talk to my Slack environment. Okay, so I have logged in already to my Slack environment, and which is now it's getting connected, and I'll just say hello. So once you say hello, the account is saved successfully. I'll just click next, and this public channel ID, right? So I'm just going to use some channel ID from my existing Slack environment. I'll just log into my Slack environment, and I'll take the channel name which I wanted to post the message. So I'll just take this private channel. I'll go to channel ID. This message, what I'll do, I'll take it from the result. So result is nothing but this ID, right? So this I'll put it. Okay. So success also, if I wanted to put it, I can put that as well. So now I'll save this one. So what will happen whenever this account is created in Salesforce successfully, we will get the response as the SF ID, and also with the result, the Salesforce ID also will get it. For example, I'll just done it here, and I'll save this one. This time for creating account, right, I'll just go and double click and change the data to 3. So this is my name, and the phone number also I'll just change it. I'll say 876543321. So that is my one, and then website name I'll leave it default, whatever I provided earlier. So now what I'll do, I'll just the expectation is whatever the ID value here, and this is the cached value from the previous run. This ID value and success, whatever it's coming, right, I wanted to send it to my Slack channel. Okay, I have done it, and I didn't do a test now from that particular option, and I'm going to save it here for my workflow, and I'm going to run it from this run option. So that what will happen, it will create the account in Salesforce, and whatever the Salesforce response, which is a Salesforce ID and also the success field status, it will go to your Slack channel. I'll just run it. So now the workflow is getting started, and you'll be able to see the animation as well. So what all things are running, and still it's running. So that's why this is, we are able to see here, and see here there's a blue dot is coming, because which means it is executing those steps. Now it's completed, and the post message to channel also, it's success. Okay, so now I'll just go and refresh this one. Earlier we had 3 records. Now when I refresh it, we should have that November_3. Okay, so hello_November_3 is coming, which means it's created successfully. I'll go to my Slack channel. See here, this is the message it came. This is the we concatenated both the things, right? This is the SFID. This is the result from the success field. Okay, so this way you can connect to Salesforce, and also you can connect to Slack in order to send the message to your Slack channel. Thank you.